On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the red zone now, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Ready, back 25.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about it.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. A shotgun snap for Newton. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Go, go, go. Check safety, check safety.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
I know you felt that way.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 46.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunky yardage picked up there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let him know, let him know.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. This is Scarlett on the carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four out, check.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Newton now to throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Throwing again on second and 10. Ryan hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
45.
From the 36, Newton. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Yeah, here now come the Falcons. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The 40. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll run here with Freeman. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield, and if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
What's that? 533.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's it. Look at him.
Now Newton on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Cam, option left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw, Newton. His pass caught at the 4. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good to make it 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball so maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
Here's Newton. Stepping up. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
59. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert 3. Alert 3.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once. where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. On the move to his left. Cam firing. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hand.
And it'll be intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. So here are the Panthers set to take over. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Newton going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ryan now going to try to run the option left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Scarlett. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. To throw is Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the red zone now, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Newton. And it's caught. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing again is Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Again, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. This will be fielded at the 6. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. 16 yards, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Past the 20. 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Gano now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
We want it. Come to my world. Now get it. What is it?
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down. On 2nd and 7, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Freeman stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 27, Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Ryan going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Alex Okafor getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. On third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 63 yards as they are able to cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
From the 30 on second down, Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready, we're ready. We're ready.
59, Mike to 59. You remember me? You remember me?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Allen Bailey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. From the gun, Newton steps away. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now it's Ryan. Throw left side, complete to Ross. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's overload.
To throw on third down. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, and he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. To throw is Newton. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Newton. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air. I
agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Kill. Turn up.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ryan wants to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 15 yards on the play, first down. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
tell me how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were very strong last week in their win over Carolina.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
This will be fielded at the 17. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And an alley to run. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Now Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike Daniels, in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards on the play, first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now it's Freeman. The numbers for Freeman a week ago, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the carry, here's Smith. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receiver.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions.
Devontae Freeman. Touchdown, Falcons.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ryan will throw again. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's the punter, Ryan Allen, to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Stafford now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. James has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, this one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stacker, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish. Johnson on its poke 3. Football's out. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this will be Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
False start, offense.
The guilty party chants Warmack, the guard out of Alabama. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 27, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Just like that.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Devon Kennard. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
But no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Stafford. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Johnson.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Throwing to Stafford. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Alex Okafor able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now it's Stafford. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
250.
Check 45 to Mike. I got it. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that stretches the lead to 27. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Stafford. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the 17. Stafford out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They run the counter. It's Johnson. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
51, Mike 51.
Freeman again. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Complete to Julio Jones.
80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball. Heavy.
They go play action now. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. On 3rd down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 36, Stafford. Throw left side to Higgins. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Allen Bailey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And James has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. That 80. 54.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Got a man, it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go. Here we go.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, it's Harris. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch the edge.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Ryan wants to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go one more. Shoot.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
So Stafford and the Lions now down by 16. 1:35 to go. Somehow they need to come up with a pair of touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions.
54. And we heavy on the edges.
On 1st down at Stafford. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Throwing is Stafford. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and your work.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. Well, as always, partner in extreme play.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused.